Hey, what if the things that frustrate you most, the comments, the glances, the moments that get under your skin aren't really about the other people at all, but about what's happening within you? What if real peace doesn't come from changing the world around you, but transforming the one inside you? Today, we're diving into a topic that touches every single one of us. Triggers. That's a big one, right? The who, the what, and the why. And most importantly, how to free yourself. Let's get started. Welcome to the Catalyst Podcast. I'm your host, Jason. And you know what, folks? You know the deal. You can catch us on all your favorite platforms: Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Threads, and TikTok. You can also listen to our episodes on Amazon Music, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and our home at Podbean. And we want to hear from you. Yes, we want to hear from you. If you're interested in becoming a guest or a contributor, reach out to us at catalystmotivationpodcast@gmail.com. Join the Catalyst community today and be part of something truly transformative. Welcome to episode 137. Triggers. The who, the what, the why, and how to free yourself. Before we get started, I want to say hello to all my friends in Hong Kong who've been listening, in Singapore, in Taiwan, in Germany, in Australia, in Italy, in Canada, and right here in the States. Thank you all so much for listening. We really do appreciate you. Please make sure to like and subscribe and share this content. Let's spread the word. Let's spread the love, and let's spread the motivation. All right? Let's do it. Okay, let's get started. Triggers. Woo, do we hear about triggers nowadays? Man, oh man, do we hear about triggers. Triggers aren't just annoying. They can hijack your day, your mood, even your relationships. They definitely hijack mine. But what if I told you they're also your greatest teacher? Stick with me, because by the end of this episode, you'll have a practical tool to turn your triggers into transformation. Let's start with the obvious question. Who triggers you? Who triggers you? Could be your boss who micromanages every detail, the friend who always jokes about your insecurities, or maybe it's people in your own family. Well, here's the truth. Triggers often wear familiar faces. They're people close enough to hit a nerve because they know where it is. Here's a story. I remember sitting at a family dinner and someone casually said, "You've always been the sensitive one." Boom. Heat in my chest. Chill coming down my spine. Why? Why? Because deep down I believed being sensitive was weakness. And it wasn't about them and what they said. It was about me. So, if the who, air quotations, feels personal, the what. So, if the who, air quotations, feels personal, the what, air quotations, is even more revealing. So, why don't we just get down to brass tacks? What exactly is a trigger? Well, psychologists define it as an emotional reaction disproportionate to the situation. Plain English, it's when something small feels huge because it touches an old wound. Think about scrolling through social media and seeing someone living their best lives. Suddenly you feel inadequate. The post didn't cause that feeling. Your unhealed belief about not being enough did. That's right, you heard me. Here, listen to this quote from Brené Brown. I love her. Vulnerability is not winning or losing. It's having the courage to show up when you can't control the outcome. When we're triggered, often resisting vulnerability, we want control. But triggers expose where we feel powerless. It's like your brain saying, "Oh, this reminds me of that embarrassing middle school moment. Let's relive it in 4K. And we've all been there, right? So, now we know the who and the what, but why do these triggers have so much power over us? Here's the science. According to research from the American Psychological Association, 90% of emotional triggers are linked to past experience, not present reality. Your brain stores emotional memories like files, and when something feels familiar, it hits open. Imagine your brain as that friend who keeps the receipts. Oh, oh, you're upset? Okay, well then let me pull that file from 2008 when your teacher said you weren't good enough. The why matters because it shows us this. Triggers aren't about the present. They're echoes of the past. And if they're echoes, that means we can turn down the volume, folks. All right, people, here's the part you've been waiting for, right? How do we break free? How do we break free? I'm going to give you a simple 4-step exercise. It's called pause, name, frame, reclaim. You like that? Pause, name, frame, reclaim. But before we do that, if you like what you're hearing, make sure to like and subscribe and make sure to share the stories. If they make you, if they get into your feels, why don't you share that with some of your friends? We'd really, really appreciate it. Okay, so let's get started with pause, name, frame, and reclaim. The first part, pause. Pause. Pause when you feel triggered. Stop. Just stop what you're doing and don't react yet. Because we're going to name it. Say what you feel. Like, I feel dismissed. I feel judged. When we name things, naming reduces emotional intensity by up to 40%, according to UCLA research. So, name it. Okay? The next part is frame. Ask, is this about now or is this about then? Is it about now or then? Because this frames the moment. And finally, reclaim. Choose a response that aligns with who you want to be, not who you were when the wound formed. Okay, so the next time you feel that surge bubbling up inside you, whisper to yourself, this is an old story. I am writing a new one. Right here, right now. People, triggers aren't here to torture you. Let's make that 100% clear. They are not here to torture you. They're here to teach you. They point to the places that need healing. And when you heal, you don't just change your reactions. You change your life. So, if this episode has resonated with you, what I'd like you to do is share it with someone who needs the reminder. Remember this. Freedom isn't found in avoiding triggers. It's found in understanding them. So, let's do that. All right, that's it for today, folks. Wow, compared to the last episode, this one is like a micro podcast. But if you do, please like and subscribe to our podcast for more motivational content. Follow us on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Threads, and TikTok for even more motivation. And please don't forget the ways of compromise, navigating back to the middle. All right. The Ways of Compromise. It's a book. We wrote it. It's timely. Go grab it. It's in digital and in paperback. Thank you so much for joining us for episode 137. We look forward to seeing you and telling you our stories in episode 138. Thank you so much for listening. Go be great.